What's good, y'all? I'm a TCG Gaming coming at you with the Fiend Link profile. Let's get it started. Starting off regular with the Nightmare Throne. We got that. That's going to get out the Yubels. We got the Spirit. That's going to pop from the deck. Then that's going to summon out your Yubel. Then you're going to use both of them to go into something I'm going to show y'all later. That's a little bit of the Yubel part. Then for a little bit of extension, we got the Gruesome Grave Squirmers. What that's going to do is come out of the hand. And then it's going to special summon itself to give yourself another body. Then you can Spanish it from the graveyard. Special summon a 0/0. Next, we got the Unchained engine. We going with 3 Aruha. Best one, and basically he gonna special summon himself by popping the face down. Then he gonna give you a little bit of extension, plus whatever you get to plus off of the face down that you popped is gonna be all to the good. Sarama is actually beautiful as well. We just play one of those. Sarama is just gonna come out to help you reset anything to give you a little bit of extra recursion. And one of the best ones in the deck next is gonna be the Shavara. He the big red dog. He coming out. Basically, he's gonna pop something set on the field or a fiend, and he's gonna come out. And then whenever he's sent to the graveyard, he's gonna set an Unchained trap. Next one we got is Shayama. Shayama's pretty fire too. He goes to the graveyard, and once he's in the graveyard, pretty much special summon him by popping a spell or trap on the field. Then you can pop one you control to pop one your opponent control. Next we got the Prison. Prison's gonna be pretty much the best 3 searcher in the game. What that does is it's pretty much gonna search one of your Unchained cards. Then after that, if you got anything that you can pop it for, you can set it, pop, and then you can special that as well too, and then it's gonna get a special from the deck off of you popping it. Last two is gonna be the Abominable Chamber. The Escape is gonna pop one on your board. That's an Unchained to pop one on your opponent's board, and then the Chamber is gonna be a special from hand or deck to give you a little bit more extension. Next engine, we got the Tour Guide, of course. Any fiend deck, you're gonna need the Tour Guide. Tour Guide is pretty much nice because it's gonna special out that Dawn's Light. Dawn's Light, I think, is one of the best cards in the deck. Free extender, all you do is negate one of your fiends. Then it special summons itself. When it's sent to the graveyard, it's going to search you the Mutiny in the Sky. Mutiny in the Sky is like amazing for one of the cards I'm going to show you later too. Next after that, we got the Fiendsmith engine, the Fiendsmith engraver. You know what it does. I ain't even going to explain it. Next, you got the Lacrima and the Lord just because you need them. After that, you got the Track. Track is going to search one, discard one, any light fiends you got. Then you can discard anything you got your hand. So if you got one of them dead fools or anything in your hand, you can get that up out of there. If you search that lure, you can get it out of there and get that summon. And then after that, you got the Saint. That's going to be pretty much it for the Fiendsmith. After that, all you got left is the hand traps pretty much. So we just got 3 Ash. Gotta play it just because Foo exists. Then you gotta play the Foo just because it exists. And then the Call By, another way to get rid of the full one. Now for the extra deck. For the Yubel engine, we got that big Phantom. That's pretty much going to stop all your opponent hand traps, shutting everything down off rip. For the Unchained engine, we got the Yama, we got the Rage, and we got the Anguish. Pretty much the full suite, all nice. Yama's going to search you one, then when it goes to graveyard, if something pops on your field, a special one back from the graveyard. Rage is going to link off with one of your opponent's turn, then Anguish going to link off one on your turn. Fiendsmith engine, we playing the full suite. We got the Requiem, we got the Sequence, we got the Agam Day, we got the Desiree, and we got both the honorary Fiendsmith cards and Caesar and Necroquip. Both of them really nice. Caesar gonna stop the special summons. Necroquip gets you that extra draw, and it gets you into the 6 to be able to make the Caesar, which is nice. The one we just got back is the extra Lacrima. Extra deck Lacrima is pretty nice, gives you a little bit of a burn, and it'll summon one from the banish too as well. So a lot of time you're gonna run into your Fiendsmith cards getting banished, so the Lacrima comes in clutch. For the Mutiny in the Sky targets, we got Dusk, which is pretty new. It's gonna let you shuffle back 3 fiend or fairies to summon itself. If it's in the left or right columns, it can't be affected by destruction effects. So battle or card effects, pretty much it protects itself. In the main phase on your turn, you can send a fiend or fairy from your deck to the graveyard to pop one on your opponent's field, which is pretty nice. And if something else gets destroyed, you're also able to destroy your card. So one of my favorite cards in the fiend pile, pretty far. Dukem Demise just is there to get you the extra normal summon in case you need it if your plays get stopped. profile, and it's just any 2 fiends from the graveyard, so it's really easy to make off either your sequence or your mutiny in this guy. About best fiend, pretty much it gets everything going for you, lets you recycle your stuff, lets you special it back, keeps everything going pretty much, and the extra pop with the Unchained stuff is very nice. The last card we got, big generic little miss, SP Little Knight. You know what it is. And this the side deck. We're gonna make it real smooth and easy for you. One cross out because it's shiny and it hits pretty much a lot of stuff. You don't want to run into that fool, like I said. We put that duster in case we got to get rid of some back row for the game start. Lightning Storm pretty much for the same thing. We don't got too much back row removal, so we're gonna go ahead and get rid of that. Play the Pot of Avarush because we put a lot of stuff in the graveyard, so to be able to recycle those cards and then get actual draws off of it too is really nice. Dark Rule is really nice just because if we get into a board, we break that board, it really ain't no cracking back with all the stops that we got. So if you can go ahead and shut that board down, this is one of the few decks that I don't really mind the downside of not being able to deal damage in. Dark Rule is pretty good in here. Evenly's good just because if it's stuff that you can't destroy, we're really a destruction deck, so we can get rid of everything else by those means. If you gotta banish stuff, you gotta banish stuff, so you can put those Evenly's in, banish it face down, you never gotta worry about it again. Drolling Lockbird is Drolling Lockbird. As soon as you see it, shutting down the decks. Very good against most of the top decks right now. Mitsu, Yummy, and everybody's gonna feel that. And Rivalry of Warlords. Don't look at me bad for the floodgate. Gotta play. Y'all stay tuned for the combo. I'm gonna let y'all see that next. All right, y'all. Now for the combo portion of the video, we go ahead and draw 5 and get straight to it. We got Engraver off the top, Tour Guide, like to see that, Aruha, we got an Escape, and an Ash Blossom. So yeah, that's pretty much what you want to see from the beginning. You got a little bit of engine, you got something to follow up with, and you got a little bit of hand trap. So off the back, we're going to go ahead with the Fiendsmith engine. Good little distraction. Go ahead and get the engine going. You're going to go ahead with that. Then you're going to search the same. Or you can go ahead and get the track. I'm going to take the track just for experimental purposes. I'm going to go ahead and activate that track. After you activate the track, you're going to search the Fabled Lurie. Gotcha, Lurie. Track effect is going to make you discard one, so you're going to discard the Lurie. Mandatory effect to special summon back. After you special summon the Lurie, you're going to go ahead and link off. You know we making Requiem. Requiem effect, go ahead and tribute itself. Quick effect. We're going to special one from the deck. We're going to special out the Lacrima. After you get the Lacrima, you're going to use her effect to let you go ahead and send an Engraver from the deck to the grave. After you got that Engraver there, now you got 2 of them, which is pretty nice for this setup. And then we're going to go ahead and go into our next play. So after that, I usually prefer to save the Engraver for a little bit later in case your opponent has a Nibiru or something like that. So we're going to go ahead and normal summon the Tour Guide. That also makes your opponent think you're pretty much at the end of the line. After you go Tour Guide, you're going to go ahead and special out that Dawn's Light. The Dawn's Light is a level 3 fiend, which is pretty nice. Then you're going to go ahead after that. Go ahead and perform yourself a Link summon. You're going to go Chainlink 1 Yama, Chainlink 2 Dawn's Light. Donna is going to go ahead and search you a Mutiny in the Sky. And then the Yama's going to go ahead and search a Shavar. Next after that, we're going to set the Unchained Escape. You're going to activate a Ruha's effect. Ruha's going to target the face down to special itself and pop the face down. Once the face down is popped, you're going to special summon Sarama. And this is pretty much the board state you're going to want to find yourself in all the time, just because once you get to here, you can pretty much play your game however you want it to. So the Sarama's effect is going to activate on the field. That's going to let you set one. We're going to set back the Escape so that way we got a live pop on our opponent's turn. And then we're going to pop the Aruha. Aruha is going to also activate. That's going to let you special summon an Unchained from the deck. That one we're going to go Shavar. Now that Shavar is on the field, you can start going a little bit more extreme if you want to. So here, we pretty much just play into the nib, just because you still got follow-up if you need it. So we're going to go Engraver effect. It's going to shuffle back the Fabled Lurie in the graveyard. and special summon itself out. Once you get that, you can overlay these two, go into your Caesar. That's gonna be 2 disruptions on your opponent's turn already. You can take these two, the Lacrima and the Sarama, link those 2 off. Now you get into sequence. Sequence is gonna go ahead and fuse. You can use your Lacrima, your Requiem, and your Engraver. Shuffle back all 3 of those. That's gonna get you into your Desiree. After you make the Desiree, link those 2 off. And after you link those 2 off, you're gonna go into the Agumde. Agumde has a quick effect where he can place himself in the spell and trap, special summon back to Desiree. Then you'll also quick effect use the sequence to equip yourself to the Desiree as well to make it non-targetable. At this point, you still got 3 in hand, and we're gonna go with the Mutiny in the Sky. Since we now have 3 fiends in the graveyard, we're gonna shuffle back the Tour Guide, the Shirawa, and the Dawn's Light. And with 3 fiends, we make the Dust Dark. Now, both of these columns are pretty much indestructible. And then once you get this one, you can use its effect to Foolish One if you need to. If you got to get something in the graveyard or if you're going second, it pretty much lets you get a pop as well. So, Shafar effect. So once you get that on your opponent's turn, you'll also be able to go ahead and go with that. But for now, I think that's about all we do. Yeah, pretty much that's what that hand will get you. Then after we get to all that, we're going to go ahead and use the last Shavara in hand. We're going to pop one that's face down, pop the escape, special out the Shavara. Then we're going to use these last 2 to link into the Unchained Soul of Rage. That way we got a link for one of our opponent's special summon monsters on their turn. And then we're going to go ahead and use the effect of Shavara to go ahead and set one. And we'll set the chamber. Now on our opponent's turn, we're going to have a pop if they destroy something. We're going to have the link with the Rage. The Rage is also going to turn into an SP Little Knight, which will give you another banish. We got the Caesar, which is going to be 2 special summon negates. And then we got the Desiree that can also negate 5 with the Ash in hand. That's pretty much going to be combo, folks. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. Let me know if anything we can do better. I'll holler at y'all in the next one.